They were able to do that with the Joy. I haven't seen Joy for a while, and now Ling on Virtus.pro. Virtus.pro, a lot of scaling.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. They will get there. Let's see if GK, again, if this is another one of their attempts of having a very specific strat work out for them, then they really have to be aggressive. They can't allow VP time.
Miss Meow, a very specific emblem set. This is Ling Marksman emblem. Not the first time we're seeing this on a jungler, but this is what we're doing now.
Yeah, and I like how you didn't go, you don't need to go for the Swift, you just go straight up for the Fury, the critical. Yeah, get the critical, because your attack speed's coming in through there. Yennefer, oh, forces out the flicker already from Rafa. This is going to be a good start here for GK if they get the kill onto the Esmeralda, but that is an Esmeralda buffed up recently with all the shields.
Wow, 3v1, and she sends them all back.
Oh man, that is, I feel like that's sort of just like a preview of what might happen in this game. Yennefer gets knocked back, forced to use a perfect match to get past the wall.
That's a power move if I've ever seen one. Standing your ground against 3, and look, Rafa didn't even go home. All she needed to do was a flicker and then regen.
Needs to be faster here. DK, once you hit level 4 with Electa, and once you can get some really good objectives going on, you do not have the range. You are all dive all day. The only range that you have is going to be susceptible to even just a counter dive by VP, because the rest of your squad will most likely leave the Eve behind.
First turtle spawning in about 15. Because of Virtus.pro's rotations, Electa's forced her to just sit down and do a little bit of nothing.
Lunar, as expected, when you're going up against Freya. Honestly, that's just part of the job at this point when you're going up against this hero.
Hold it.
Yeah. Still die. You know.
Take a few swords to the face and then just don't die.
Yeah. Make sure you get your farm too. Rafa getting dived again. Alyssa level 4. Looks good for GK. Honestly, they might be able to start this turtle first because Ling is still going to get the buff.
That is purple buff duty first for Miss Meow. She will be able to jump over and join in fast enough. Nefaria, look at this rotation.
Yep. Level 1 rotate through the river. Rafa goes in with a falling star moon. And that Fury of the Phoenix looks so good, but GK, they have the answer ready. They thrive in this environment. The early fight. And look at the Electa going straight for Livin. VP just walked straight into what GK wanted.
It's a 3-for-1. And a GK showed us no matter how rocky the first few seconds of a game is, we will rise above Virtus.pro. They took their time, man. They took their time. I think Miss Meow was not late a second, not even like 5 seconds more like.
Rafa was a little bit too early with a falling star moon entry. I think they got overexcited with the fact that Livin's Fury of the Phoenix was really good. Yeah, they got everyone saying, oh, this is good for us. You're up against a Joy and a Freya.
It's everyone and a couple more. Oh! Nefaria gets taken down by Rafa. Remember, did I see that right? Was there like a recall there? Did she just weave in one recall?
Yeah, it looks like just a quick little one.
And then canceled it.
Yeah, just to get in their face. Okay, at least Virtus.pro gets something back. They get a quick little trade out. And again, just showing why Esmeralda's so busted right now.
And they still have the lead, actually. So that means GK, despite them having won that major exchange, aren't farming as fast.
Yep.
So where is Virtus.pro getting all of this? Is this because Miss Meow keeps crossing the river?
Yeah. Just little creeps here and there. Despite all the timings, they're still getting their minions anyway.
Oh, there it is. A majority of it is on Rafa and Lunar.
Still good for them. I think it's because of that kill that Rafa got and allowed them to get a little bit more. Great zone out here. IGK, VP, Minion might get stuck. Another Fury of the Phoenix. Oh, they tried to time it. They're gonna take down the Grok. Here comes Miss Meow. Oh, busted up in the air with the jump. With Miss Meow realizing that she needed to use the Tempest of Blades right away just so that she doesn't get taken down.
That's one way to neutralize a Ling that's looking to take you down. Miss Meow, I think that's a wake-up call. You're not there yet. You don't have enough items.
Yeah.
Slow your roll.
That would have been so bad. You're flying up in the air and you still get knocked out by the jump of the Freya. Good thing Miss Meow was fast enough to Tempest of Blades out of there. Alyssa in danger. Miss Meow and Rafa applying the pressure. Alyssa decides to go back. Ooh. And with a little bit of a cha-cha, use the flicker to get away. Meanwhile, Lunar gets dove on by GK. Nefaria falls. Virtus.pro, they will be able to get this turtle.
So it's a turtle apiece. But can GK take the bottom lane? Oh, okay. Virtus.pro taking their lucky stars. Fortunately, we still had the shields, but that means GK gets a lot of gold from those shields. But wait, Miss Meow, grab the purple, and guilty.
Hey, take it. I think Electa no purple buff on this Joy, so cross-map trade-wise, it looked much better for VP in the end.
The Joy is actually doing work.
Yeah.
GK, they're playing around her. And is it just me, or is it Virtus.pro is also kind of an accessory to it?
Yeah.
They're going into it when they're not ready yet, clearly.
Yeah, but there's a lot of the rotations right now that just seem slightly off-timed by GK, despite the fights that they're getting all throughout because of the fury of the Phoenix landing. Miss Meow and Nefaria have a little bit of a one-on-one. Nefaria already forced to use the Valkyrie descent to get out Tempest of Blades. Sidestep just a little bit, and here comes the rest of GK to supplement their Freya. They go out.
Another clear sign that Miss Meow is not ready.
Nope.
Tough boots and a Berserker's Fury make not a Ling. Not yet.
Yeah. Need a little bit more items there. And VP, they need to look at their rotations and just supplement their Ling so that they can get some green camps for it.
I think she really needs to still wait for it. One more turtle spawning. 40 seconds, lower quarter. I think the play now for Virtus.pro is to take down this tier 1 down bottom. They have to equalize that so that at least the turtle take is safer.
Minun and Yennefer both build rad armors. Pretty rad for these two. And this should help out. Of course, surviving the onslaught of magic damage that both compositions can bring. So with both roamers surviving just a little bit longer, might be the space that Lunar and or Nefaria needs to make sure that they can deal the damage in time. Minun has a really good angle. Spots out Yennefer. They see if they'll pounce on this Atlas. They decide to play it safe as Turtle is spawning.
So I think what GK is doing, I don't know if it's on purpose or not, is making VP think. Virtus.pro,
yeah.
Turtle, turret, or the off lane? Because if you slip up and make a mistake in one of those, we're taking it. Rafa here, dancing around 2.
She can take all the damage. They already used electrifying beats, and Rafa just took all of it. And with that one-woman army of a zone out, Virtus.pro get the turtle with no problem.
But they do trade out for the turret up top. Minun now against 4 RWM.
It seems like they were slightly off-timed with that. Minun and Livin. They weren't exactly sure if they wanted to go for it, if they wanted to get more kills, because you didn't even need to create space at that point. The rest of your team are already backing off.
She was in too deep.
In too deep.
Oh, top lane ruined. Pushed in solo by Nefaria. Mid lane coming up next. Rafa jumps in.
Sidestep by Electa. It's there. Miss Meow, Tempest of Blades. Is it going to be enough? Rafa gets the Falling Star move. Valkyrie descent. This could be bad for Virtus.pro. Miss Meow gets taken out by Nefaria. The Valkyrie's descent was perfect.
That was what, the third wake-up call for Miss Meow to say, here, I'm not dealing damage just yet.
Just get the farm. Miss Meow, I think she doesn't realize how tacky the lineup is actually from GK early on. And then in the late game, oh, actually, that's the awkward thing. In the late game, you're just like a Eve killing machine. Even the Freya and the Arlott, you won't want to jump on right away.
Or if you can tag the Joy.
Yeah.
That's it.
But even then, it's such a tricky thing to request off of your Ling. One little dash and you're out of the Tempest of Blades.
Yeah. Or cleanup.
Oh, yeah,
but
clean up,
that's assuming that Livin and Luna have dealt the right amount of damage. Livin, speaking of, in trouble.
Fury of the Phoenix might have saved the team. There goes the Tempest of Blades. It's perfect. Miss Meow, all right, a little bit of redemption. Maiden gets the tech charge. Yennefer falls. Here comes the turnaround by Virtus.pro. But GK is able to keep themselves alive under the turret through the real-world manipulation.
Potentially could have been disastrous. I'm looking at Yennefer. If she didn't die and she was able to fatal links underneath the RWM into tier 1, VP could have lost so much more. But alas, this is what we have. Timing-wise, we're seeing maybe some pitfalls in GK's lineup. They're so ult-reliant. Look, a lot of what they can do is off of those green dots. But remember, what if Virtus.pro were able to pull out those green dots?
Well, GK's just gonna stand there, and we're getting to the point where commit all the green dots that you want, commit all your ultimates. You're up against a late game lineup as we're heading to that point. Rafa goes in with a Falling Star Moon, forces the flicker away from Yui. Miss Meow is nearby, and GK collapse together to keep their formation tight and stop VP from being overly aggressive.
Lord now, circled by VP like vultures, like crows, but the size of polar bears. Rafa jumps on Alyssa.
Oh, Alyssa is gonna get caught out here. Valkyrie descent. This might be the turnaround here, but the fury of the Phoenix again lands. Alyssa gets killed by Miss Meow. Lunar gets taken out by Electra as well. That's massive! With the combo from Geekay! Virtus.pro lose 3!
Another massive trade, 3 for 1. Did you see that?
They all just collapsed together.
And I'd say, you know what? Hats off, MVP, Yui. The perfectly timed real-world manipulation. Plus, I don't know if that was... I don't play very much Eve, but it was either the swipes or the pokes. Yeah, there it is. Oh!
Right at the tail end, just added a little bit of spice with the immobilize and a few taps after the fatal links of Yennefer. Fatal indeed for Virtus.pro.
And now, just like that, GK have a Lord. The only Lord in this game, by the way. 10 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. Spawns in the upper quarter. Now they're up 2. I'm feeling it. GK might actually take us the distance.
There's a late game lineup now at this point. Too centric maybe on this carry because the Ling couldn't have popped off. At this point, it's the little bit of a sadder life of every Ling where you're just clearing the far lane minion waves.
Which we're not seeing Miss Meow do just yet.
Yeah.
I think she has to, you know, put on her big girl pants and say, I'm gonna do this, guys. You hold the fort. You guys defend, take care of the Lord. I'm gonna split, so I need to see her go deeper.
Yeah.
I want to see Miss Meow go deeper.
Yeah, for sure, because GK, they will always just keep standing around together as a team. Virtus.pro, they just need to really play for defense and allow that Link to push. And I like how Rafa actually went a little bit outwards to stop GK from going all the way down to the bottom lane, just giving a little bit more time for Miss Meow to clear minion waves.
All right. Perfect use of the Holy Shields with about 20 seconds left on the clock for those to stand. They're able to help clear the mid and top lanes. Perfect. Electa taking care of the wave that Miss Meow pushed back. Alyssa. Ooh. Look at the jumper.
They do jump, but they know that the Atlas, the biggest threat from the last fight, is still up. Rafa takes a lot. Rafa gets out. And it looks like a fight is going to explode here in the Fury. You're just waiting for a perfect time for your Valkyrie descent. The Fatal Links is still there. And here comes the Fury of the Phoenix. Minen in the back, leaving the members of Virtus.pro up front. You're just waiting for the big set. And there it is. Yennefer, fatal yet again. Minen, a little bit too late with a tech charge. As it kept getting delayed, Electa could not get the last hit on Minen to take her down. But GK still in control.
Rafa, the only casualty in that exchange. There's a world where VP actually could have won, but something tells me Lunar is once bitten, twice shy. She's afraid to fight in the trenches because of what happened in that last fight in the wide open. It was in mid where Yui caught him with the perfect RWM. How much worse could that be in tighter spaces? So I think that's the space Lunar is living in right now. But what if? The coast ain't clear just yet, coach?
Yeah, Minen also took a lot of damage. I feel like their call there was they know that they still have the Esmeralda healthy, so that's why Rafa and Miss Meow, funnily enough, were the ones fronting, while Minen's just playing for tech charge turnaround duty. But then she goes in, immobilized, she realizes doesn't have the angle, and then once she lands it, the other members of Virtus.pro are already really low and they just have to back.
Weirdly enough, as we mentioned how GK is very ult-reliant, what more Virtus.pro? The only real ult that's kind of for Virtus.pro is Lunar's. Because at some point, Lunar's basic attacks are going to hurt. And all you want for Rafa is to, you know, just spot him out. But truth be told, it's ults that matter. Miss Meow, try to get sneaky with it, but there's no way.
Just off time a little bit. And I appreciate Virtus.pro for taking a little bit more disciplined route. If that was a loss for them, that's an easy march and end for GK, and we're going to game number 3.
So at least they chose to be a little conservative about it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let you have it. And fortunately, looking at their lineup, they're a very good high ground defense team.
Yes. I think, don't you feel like it's just getting to the point where Virtus.pro's, them getting a combo, it's just a little bit more difficult compared to GK getting the combo?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's so much more pokes for GK and better range.
Oh, Rafa already went in, got a lot of shields for herself, brought Yui down low. And they split up the attack of GK so that they can hold on to their base a little bit better.
Bravo. Great defense by VP. Okay. Able to take care of the Lord while protecting all of their inhibitors. Nothing falls here.
I think what VP are trying to think about is the timing around the Fatal Links. They get to commit it, but that means Lunar can free hit, and there goes the Fury of the Phoenix. But look at that! Freya wrecking havoc in the back line while Miss Meow gets to take down the Roamer. Both Roamers are down. Virtus.pro, this might be the turnaround. Tempest of Blades already committed. Lunar free, hitting, still alive. Neferia, is she gonna get spotted out? She will not. The purple buff will go to VP because the Fatal Links did not get Lunar. Lunar got the free hit, GK.
Oh, look at all the bodies laying astrew on VP's side of the jungle. Say what you will, call it a small trade, a 2-for-1 on paper, but this was monumental. The pivot point for VP. Sure, you're still staring down the barrel of a 2,500 gold lead, but they found out, hey, gods do bleed. We can make GK regret engaging on us, but as you mentioned, it comes down to 1 point, where the Fatal Links happens.
Yennefer, her timing on the Fatal Links has been perfect for majority of this game. Lunar needs to be the target you get. Without the carry, the confidence and the damage of VP will crumble.
Oh, how perfect is it though that Lunar's Purify comes off of cooldown first before Yennefer's Flicker.
Yeah.
So they can do that again. They can replay the whole sequence.
You have a lot of crowd control on the side of GK that can force out that Purify. Time it. Final slash, RWM, even a Valkyrie Descent, or maybe a well-timed knockup from her combo. You have so many ways to pop that Purify. And then once you know it's gone, that's when Yennefer needs to go in.
Put it on a shirt. If some way, somehow GK beats VP, series-wise, that's merch right there. GK, pop that Purify. This one's on the house, GK. Next one.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Next one, we'll talk about it when we go back to Saudi. 4,000 gold up on GK. VP, look at the positioning. Yennefer sweeping.
Trying to find information. Lunar gets spotted out. Oh, Alexa takes way too much damage. And here comes Rafa with the answer. But in the back, they left their Eve alone. And that might have been too much for this Freya to handle. Minon committed the tech charge and the flicker. Neferia still alive. But Miss Meow will have the damage. But here comes Yennefer. Falling Star Moon from the Esmeralda. Yennefer, Fatal Links with the final slash to boot. Lunar nowhere close by. She needed to regen as a fight broke. Up top, Minon will fall eventually. GK trying to take down this Grok, but they're not looking at the carry.
And Lunar is just wailing away, throwing out these light wheels. Miss Meow, life stealing, clearing that wave in mid. We're back to square one, still a trade 1-for-1. She goes for a purple. Alyssa gets checked. One more!
Final slash. Lunar still has to Purify, holding on to it, but too much is the damage of the electrifying beats. Minon, Lunar, both down, ad-living to that. Virtus.pro, so at one point, it's like you're wondering, why do you want to keep doing this?
The punish on the punish. Virtus.pro got blinded by the potential of a wipeout, and now they're gonna get taken down. Rafa and Miss Meow defending.
You get the blades, you get the knockup. Will you be able to buy all the time in the world? Rafa holds on for VP, but here comes the potential Valkyrie to usher her to her doom. Rafa is holding.
The damn dancer in Rafa dances her way to buying time. It's not over just yet.
What is a Valkyrie to the cha-cha of Rafa?
Dear Lord, who'd have thunk an Esmeralda could clear waves and get a couple of kills on the way out. Moonton, you've over-calibrated her.
Rafa was just popping and locking.
What stop in the R, dude.
What a hold by this Esmeralda.
Rafa stepped up.
This whole sequence went on for 3 minutes.
Part 2 in 3D.
All of it.
Here we go.
Fatal Links, they popped that Fury. Miss Meow, who is gonna get this Lord? Electa is nowhere close. It's Lunar who gets it.
Livin got someone on her. Tempest of Blades up for Miss Meow. VP on damage control. Rafa does it again.
This Esmeralda is taking it to GK. All the shields Neferia, she's angry. But with Lunar there, they need to stop this. Rafa keeps dancing.
And Luna keep throwing out these.
Miss Meow.
It's taken down by Rafa.
Miss Meow wanted to go in, but she got popped immediately. You still have 4 members of VP chasing after the members of GK. Yennefer up next. Here comes the entry of Electa. Able to take a lot of health down, but it's Yennefer who falls. The Lord will march out. Rafa spots Neferia. Lunar still alive. This Esmeralda is the wall of VP.
And she's still just dancing around. Oh no, Midon flicker, tectonic charge through the wall, saves herself. Lord spawns in mid, but Electa will take care of it. Unfortunate timing. I think GK will just clean up this Lord and put us back to square one.
Why did that feel like a 4-minute team fight?
Because it was.
It was a 4-minute team fight.
This is the 20-minute tango. And Rafa says, I can do this all day. Her cardio is through the roof.
She's that
Inhuman.
oh my god!
Tech charge!
With the fury of the Phoenix of living, and they are living it up!
Oh, this goes on for much longer. I'll be living La Vida Loca. Lunar pushing down bottom. Mid lane has a wave on it. And this could be it. Oh, the Flicker Fatal Links!
That might have been a really great combo, but can they hold it? Because the Fury of the Phoenix actually stopped the flow of GK's fight.
No!
Final slash by Alyssa. It's a turnaround!
Midon! Got Alyssa and Yui on her. It's a 3v2. Where is Miss Meow? Escorting a wave up top, stealing away the purple. VP, I don't know if this is the right call to be this disciplined. They've pushed bottom. There's no wave in mid. Oh, we might have to go to one more Lord.
I'm already losing my hairline. Now I'm also losing my mind.
Now confirmed, it's a long day.
It's gonna be a long day. 21 minutes. Fight after fight. You see what it means for GK to continue their flight here in EWC 26.
And here's the kicker. It's 60 minutes, rather 60 seconds, a minute before the flicker comes off, and 30 seconds for Lunar Purify. So I don't know how they're going to be able to pop that Purify.
GK, can you make it happen? Alyssa has given you a second chance with that final slash. The combo of your team together. Minun spots them out. You're waiting for Miss Meow, who gets spotted out by Electa. Here comes another Fury of the Phoenix. The Fury taking a lot of damage, but Alyssa is able to get a stun off onto Lunar. But Alyssa might be the target of this carry. Yui falls. Miss Meow, this is perfect for Virtus.pro. Fatal Links, final slash, but they are lacking the damage to completely turn it around. You still have the electrifying beats for Electa. Will it be enough?
Oh, it's Electa versus the world! Phoenix Fury comes in, plus the jump from Rafa. Virtus.pro, they traded out the Retribution 4-3. And this is a crossroads for the Grizzly, the Polar Bears. What do we do, Lord, or just keep pushing? They have Lunar. She says we go in. They break through mid. And it's 30 seconds before the Retribution comes back on. Miss Meow isn't here yet.
The minions will Lunar just really lock it in. Neferia with the Valkyrie descent. Electa gets popped. Is Electa gonna fall? Yes, she is. It's over. There's a heat wave in body, but VP are cold-blooded. A double kill to end it all. Virtus.pro survive.
A sweep.